Hello everyone, myself Professor Miral Sharma. I welcome you all on behalf of Online Shine. Now over here today I'm going to discuss something about your financial institutions and markets. This is a topic which has been covered in your BMS second year, that is your semester 4. Now this topic basically is going to talk about more or less something relevant to your economic side, something related to your finance side and something relevant to your market. So that's why together it is called to be as a financial institutions and markets. Now in this particular topic has been divided into 4 modules, and that is your financial system in India, financial regulators and institutions in India. That is, we are going to talk about in detail discussion relating to the role and the functions of these institutions and regulators. In third topic, we are going to talk about your financial markets in detail. And lastly, in the module 4, we are going to talk about your managing financial system design, how it has been managed, how it has been designed in a different manner. Now, when I'm talking about a financial system, this is nothing but within a scope of a finance. Now, it is a system that actually allows the exchange of funds between your lenders, investors and borrowers. Now, these financial system, it operates at the national, global and a firm specific levels. Yani there are different levels to they function. At the financial sector, service level, firm level, it can be at the global level or even it can be at the national level also. Now they consist of complex plus a closely related services, markets and institutions intended to provide an efficient and a very much regular linkage between the investors and the deposits. So जब investors और deposit ये दोनों चीज को जब एक साथ लेकर आते हैं तब हम लोग financial system की बात करते हैं. Now further, when we are talking about the money, credit and the finance, you are using a medium of exchange, and this particular medium of exchange is called as a financial system. Now they serve as a medium and they are known as a value for which the goods are being provided or the services are being exchanged for, and they are, or at times even your alternate bartering also. But that was in the old times we used to call the concept as barter system, or a kind of a system where through which we used to exchange our goods and services. Now in the modern financial system, it may include even your banks, operator who are there, who are providing the services through government also and through your private sector also. So bank can be your government banks also and the private sector also. Even through your financial markets or a financial instruments, or you can say a financial services. These 3-4 areas which we are going to talk about in this particular. Even when I'm talking about your financial services, it allows funds to be allocated. Financial system के अंदर हमारे funds को allocate करना, invest करना, and at the same time move beyond the economic sectors. That is how this system is working in India. Now, when I'm talking about your financial services in India, even want to say that this financial system work at the regional level, local level, national level, international level. So overall, we are going to cover when we are talking about the financial system in India. Now further moving ahead, financial market components. What are the different components on which this financial market is relying? Now basically when I'm talking about the financial markets or the financial system are strictly regulated because they actually directly influence the financial market. These financial systems, they are regulating the financial market in a very much drastic manner, and because of the stability of the financial market plays a crucial role in the monetary protection of the consumers. So consumers की जब monetary protection की बात आती है वो कहाँ से होता है? Through the market, financial market. These markets who play a vital role. Now these financial systems are mostly handled by the financial institutions, which are including your commercial banks, your central banks, your public banks and even the cooperative banks. So these are the different banks who are going to actually take care about my finance when my finance is being recirculated in the open market. Now the cooperative and the development banks, when I'm talking about the cooperative and the development banks, are actually being managed by the states and are also listed under the financial institution, and they have heavily regulated the financial system. So अगर मैं commercial banks की बात करूँ या मैं cooperative banks की बात करूँ या development banks की बात करूँ, तो वो लोगों ने अपने आप को मार्केट में बहुत ज़्यादा stable create कर रखा है because the state is having the support of that. Now, moving ahead, the financial system are not only evident in bank financial institution, but some financial institutions have market brokering also, plus investment and risk policy pooling services also. However, these particular institutions are called as a non-banking institution. So जो हमारे brokering होता है या investment होता है, जो हम लोग mutual funds and all की बात करते हैं या direct SIP की बात करते हैं, तो वो सब क्या है, वो हमारा non-banking institutions है. Now these non-banking institutions that are not regulated by the banks but they are being regulated by the companies that offer mutual funds, that they are instances where the insurance companies are providing or the financial loans which are being provided by a few of the companies. So the companies with commodity traders and also considered to be the non-banking in financial institution that have the financial system. Over here I can just understand two things. For the financial market we have two areas. One is your banking system and another is your non-banking system. Now further someone will ask me, ma'am, what is the benefit of this particular financial system? How they are actually beneficial to us? So there are few of the 5 points I can just let it down and I will tell you these are the areas where they play a vital function. First of all, even the individual person's income is being channelized from his saving to available to various borrowers. तो जब मार्केट में जब बहुत सारे borrowers हैं, उनको जब पैसे की ज़रूरत होती है, हम जैसे लोग अपने आप को सेविंग बैंक में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, वहाँ से वो चैनलाइज होकर के borrower के पास जाता है. तो that is the first benefit. Then it helps the financial system that can provide a payment whenever, wherever he or she wants. So 8 times हमको जो क्रेडिट कार्ड, डेबिट कार्ड, ये सब के सिस्टम के थ्रू जब हमको पैसे की ज़रूरत होती है तो ऑटोमेटिकली वी गेट फाइनेंस टू दिस पर्टिकुलर सिस्टम ओनली. Thirdly, when I'm talking, the financial system also provides for an individual various options when it can comes for protecting against various risks or allowing us to any accidental risk, health related or any other life insurance. So उस वे में भी हमको बेनिफिट मिलता है जब हम फाइनेंशियल लाइफ इंश्योरेंस में या एनी पेंशन स्कीम में ऐसे सब स्कीम में डालते हैं तो हमें वहाँ पे यूज आता है. Fourth, when I'm saying the financial statement, they give us some kind of a saving to us, not just a saving for an individual, but for a future period of time also. When we are talking for the future benefit, term plan, after my death, if something is going to happen to me, then in that case, who is going to protect me? So that is where these particular financial institutions help you out. Third, so over there, they are giving you return of your investment also at a high scale. Then your next part, lastly, all the transactions, whether they are involving individual buying or even through a huge sector of companies giving the loans to each another, but they are offering some kind of a smooth financial stability to people at the longer period of time. And now over here, this is a public offer which is been given, जहाँ पे people are been allowed even to invest in the stock markets and on these. So basically, when we are talking about the financial system, these particular institutional arrangements, they are giving us all the conditions and mechanism governing the product and distributing them, exchanging them and holding them as an asset, as an instrument, and all the kinds of organization to manage a proper kind of cooperation between them, or managing a kind of operational financial market, and where the circulation of all these particular materials are being done. Moving ahead, when we are talking about what are the financial system main constituents, so there are 3 areas when we can talk about. First is your financial assets, then your financial markets, and then financial institutions. Now these areas, they are the, when I'm talking about the financial assets, तो वहाँ पे they give us a kind of two headings, primary securities and your secondary securities. The foremost part of your financial classification claims against a real sector of units, when examples such as your bills, your bonds, your equities, all these are a kind of real assets where it can help me out for a security for my long period of claims and all. So these financial institutions, intermediaries, they themselves help the public to create a kind of fund by themselves while just circulating into the market. जब हमारा financial system क्या होता है, हम एक जगह से पैसे उठाते हैं, दूसरी जगह पे डालते हैं, दूसरी जगह से हमको at a average period of time पे उसका कुछ ना कुछ रिटर्न होता है. तो ये बेसिकली कौन करता है, ये सारा फाइनेंशियल सिस्टम ही उसको हैंडल करता है. Now, when I'm talking the financial system की सबसे ज़्यादा benefit कहाँ पे होता है, it helps into creating a kind of productivity, capital accumulation and growth by encouraging savings. More and more people have started saving, they are doing saving, each and every time we save, because when we think about saving, we think yes कि in future में हमको ज़्यादा benefit मिलेगा. See, expenses are at the one side, but when you are putting your income into some sort of saving, it can give you a benefit at a longer period of time. At the same time, second, it actually help us out in mobilizing them. Mobilizing मतलब हमारा फंड, हमारा पैसा अगर सिर्फ कैश में घर के कपड़ के अंदर अगर रखा हुआ है, that is not being circulated, that is not giving us something outcome, there is not generating money by itself. So that's why these system, these people, these banking and non-banking sector, they help us out to generate more and more fund. At the same time, it helps in allocating them and among alternative users, and it has been used in a right manner. क्यों? क्योंकि मेरा पैसा generally हम लोग always we are thinking कि our funds, I will always guide you my students कि please don't just invest your money into one particular thing. Try to segregate your monetary prospect savings into different direction. Don't just rely upon the one particular sector, but try to explore and do your investment into various sectors. Why? Because this is what going to allocate my funds into different regions, and somewhere or the other, if some particular market is down, you can gain a particular income from the other market. So this is what I can get an opportunity from alternate investments. Coming to the part of my financial systems. Now financial systems, basically students, please do understand our financial system is been divided into 4 parts. Now first part, I am going to talk about your financial services. Second, financial intermediaries, financial instruments and financial markets. Once again I am repeating, in this system we are going to talk about the 4 areas: financial services, financial intermediaries, financial instruments and your financial market. Now when I am talking about your first area, financial services. Now as the name suggests, financial service is nothing but the services which are being provided by the financial institution. तो simply अगर आपको कोई पूछे financial services क्या होता है, तो वो services जो हमें financial institution provide करता है, that is called to be as a financial services. अब services कौन देता है? हमारा banking services आ जाता है, foreign exchange services आ जाता है, हमारा investment services आ जाता है, हमारा insurance services आ जाता है. Now what are these? These are few service providers जो हमारे फंड जो हम लोग इन्वेस्ट करते हैं उसको हमें प्रोटेक्ट करने में, उसको हमें राइट यूटिलाइजेशन करने में हेल्प आउट करता है. सो अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग, फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज में कौन कौन आते हैं? बैंकिंग सर्विसेज आते हैं, फॉरेन एक्सचेंज सर्विसेज आते हैं, इन्वेस्टमेंट सर्विसेज आते हैं, इंश्योरेंस सर्विसेज आते हैं. नाउ फर्दर मूविंग अहेड, हमारे फाइनेंशियल इंटरमीडियरीज में कौन आता है? Now financial intermediaries का मतलब होता है it is an institution basically which connects and the deficit which is there or the surplus which is there, which has been adjusted by these intermediaries, that is called as your financial intermediaries. Now for best example I can give you the bank. It can be called as your intermediary because it is actually transforming the bank deposit to a bank loan. एक पर्सन अपना पैसा डिपॉजिट करता है, दूसरा पर्सन जाके बैंक से लोन लेता है, तो वो क्या हो गया? द इंटरमीडियरी, बैंक इज अ इंटरमीडियरी जो एक को लोन प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, एक से डिपॉजिट ले रहा है, तो वो अपने पास पैसा कभी नहीं रखता है, वो एक्चुअली उसको सर्कुलेशन में रखता है। नाउ व्हाट इज द बेसिक रोल ऑफ दिस इंटरमीडियरी? द रोल ऑफ दिस इंटरमीडियरी इज टू चैनल द फंड्स, बिकॉज एक चीज याद रखना, घर पे पैसा पड़ा हुआ कभी कोई ज्यादा आउटकम नहीं देगा, बट यही अगर आपका पैसा मार्केट में रहेगा, इट विल गेन यू मोर मनी। सो इट इज चैनलाइजिंग माय मनी फ्रॉम पीपल हु हैव एक्स्ट्रा इनफ्लो ऑफ मनी टू द पीपल हु आर नॉट हैविंग एक्सेस मनी और नॉट हैविंग दैट मच ऑफ मनी टू डू अ बिजनेस इन द मार्केट, देन टू फुलफिल देयर रिक्वायरमेंट दे आर प्रोवाइडिंग देम द लोन। Now, when I'm talking about the functions of the financial intermediaries, so सबसे पहले वो क्या करता है? Maturity transformation. Maturity transformation which deals with the conversion of the short-term money into the liabilities, into the long-term assets. आप short term के लिए करो, आपको long term का assets देगा, तो ये इसका first maturity transformation. Next is your risk transformation. Conversion of a risky investment into a relatively risk-free ones. तो एट टाइम्स आपको जब लगता है कि ओके मैंने डायरेक्टली स्टॉक मार्केट में पैसा डाला, आई माइट गेट लॉसेस, बट ओवर हियर आई एम पुटिंग थ्रू बैंक, इन दी लॉन्ग रन आई माइट गेट अ रिस्क फ्री। इतना पैसा मैंने इन्वेस्ट किया, इतना मुझे मिलेगा, बाकी जो भी एक्स्ट्रा मिलेगा दैट इज अ बेनिफिट, तो दैट्स अ रिस्क फ्री ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन। Third part when I'm talking conveniences diminution. The conveniences diminution मतलब it is a way of making the unmatched or a matching particular small deposits into the large loans and all. So आपको क्या लगता है जब आपका छोटा छोटा amount of money, 1000 rupees 2000 rupees छोटा छोटा amount of money is been together combined and gone for a large amount of money, and this is what the work of the financial intermediaries are. They are now over here when I'm talking about the financial intermediaries, these are having the two types, namely डिपॉजिटरी एंड द नॉन डिपॉजिटरी इंस्टीट्यूशन। इनमें दो टाइप के होते हैं, जो डिपॉजिटरी इंस्टीट्यूशंस होते हैं, एक नॉन डिपॉजिटरी इंस्टीट्यूशंस होते हैं। Now moving ahead to the third part of your financial instrument, that is your instruments which are there by the tradable instruments which are termed as cash, agreement, evidence of ownership, ownership in a entity, or your right which has been created over a cash or a kind of assets which are been kept. These are called as financial instruments. Now the type of financial instruments worldwide, if I'm not restricting myself to the Indian market but even to the worldwide market, there are different types. The first term is your deposit. डिपॉजिट का मतलब क्या होता है? इन अ लेमैन्स लैंग्वेज इट इज जस्ट अ अमाउंट ऑफ मनी विच हैज बीन डिपॉजिटेड इनटू सम इंस्टीट्यूशन फॉर कीपिंग इट सेफली। नाउ दिस डिपॉजिट कैन बी मेड ईदर थ्रू योर बैंकिंग सेक्टर एंड इट कैन थ्रू योर नॉन बैंकिंग सेक्टर ऑल्सो। ये पहले आउटकम एक लुक अलग था, जहाँ पर आप जस्ट एक फॉर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम के लिए बैंक्स में डाल रहे थे एंड वहीं से आपका मनी सर्कुलेट हो रहा था, बट नाउ दैट इज नॉट रेस्ट्रिक्टेड। यू कैन कीप योर डिपॉजिट मनी इन वेरी much high different ways also. Second part when I'm talking about is your stock. Stock represents the ownership of the issuing company. अभी stock I think so by now you must have studied about this particular in your company law, company act. Stock होता क्या है? So basically this is a form of corporate equity ownership. मुझे directly company में नहीं run कर सकती, I am just an employee, so I can run a company, but I want to invest my money into that company so that I can get a return. So this can be done through your stock market or through the stocks which I am purchasing. Now this equity ownership where in the total stock of the company it has been divided into different shares of the individuals, and they provide a kind of benefit or kind of a dividend to these people in the exchange of the shares which they have purchased. Next is your debts. When I'm talking about the debts, now unlike the stock, the financial assets which are in the form of debts create an obligation on the borrower of the fund to repay the amount borrowed. यानी स्टॉक में क्या होता है कि आपको वो जो पैसा इन्वेस्ट किया वो नहीं मिलेगा, आपको डिविडेंड मिलता जाएगा, बट डेब्ट्स में क्या होता है, आपने इन्वेस्टमेंट जो किया है वो आपको पैसा मिलने ही वाला है, देन इट इज कॉल्ड टू बी एज अ डेब्ट्स. Now basically this is nothing but a contract which is been entered by the borrower and the lender, that a specific amount of the fund is being borrowed, and on that particular borrowed amount they will give a rate of interest, and at the end of the period of time they will make the repayment of that particular money. That was your financial instruments. Coming to the fourth part of yours, that is your financial markets. When I am talking about your financial market, it is a kind of mechanism that allows people to indulge themselves in the buying and selling of your trading financial securities, or for example your stocks, your bonds, your commodities. All these effectiveness are being taken care by the financial marketers, or you can call it as a stock market, जो हमारे bonds, हमारे securities, हमारे stock market को handle करता है या मैकेनाइज करता है, जहाँ पे people are buying, they are selling, they are dealing. जब हम बोलते हैं oh stock market गिर गया, what is that? These are the financial marketers who are taking care of that. Now in that we are having following different types of financial marketers. First I will talk about your capital market. The market where the business enterprises or the government entities they raise fund for a long period of time. जहाँ पर मुझे capital चाहिए, short period के लिए नहीं but a long period of time, which they are using as a weapon of security. Security या debt के way में वो लोग लेते हैं, and it includes a stock market also, जहाँ पे equity shareholders they invest for a long period of time, or a bond or a debt or a fund, जहाँ पे I am raising the money from the public for a long period of time, that is called to be as a capital market. Second, commodity market. Commodity market, it is like a goods for which there is a demand from the people, and the commodity in the market is being supplied by the trader. जो हम लोग स्टॉक मार्केट में ट्रेडिंग करते हैं स्टॉक्स की, जहाँ पे इट इज बीन डेल्ट एज अ गुड ओनली, एक खरीद रहा है, एक बेच रहा है, एक बेच रहा है, खरीद रहा है. तो व्हेन दिस काइंड ऑफ ट्रांजैक्शन इज गोइंग ऑन, इट इज कॉल्ड टू बी एज अ कमोडिटी मार्केट. Money market. Now this basically this deals with the assets involved in the short term borrowings and lending with the original marketers. Maturities, जहाँ पे maturity होने पर एक range period over होने के बाद आपको it can be for a 1 year period of time, it can be for a lesser period of time also. मनी मार्केट में आपको फ्रीक्वेंटली मनी चाहिए, तब आप एक दूसरे को डील करते हो एसेट्स में, तो उस टाइम पे उसको मनी मार्केट बोला जाता है. नेक्स्ट आता है हमारा डेरिवेटिव मार्केट. नाउ डेरिवेटिव मार्केट का मतलब होता है जहाँ पे द डेरिवेटिव्स are in the given in the financial institutions, and they are meant as a derivative in the for the future period. फ्यूचर में आप कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करके वहाँ पे आप आके एनफोर्स करने वाले हो, उसको बोलते हैं डेरिवेटिव मार्केट. Next is your insurance market. Now insurance market, this deals with the trading of insurance policies and all, LIC, UTI, जो हम लोगों को इंश्योरेंस प्रोवाइड करती है, उसको बोलते हैं इंश्योरेंस मार्केट. नेक्स्ट आता है हमारा feature market, foreign exchange market. Feature market, that again it is something relevant to your market where people can trade standardized future contract. आज के बारे में contract नहीं, future में policies and budgets पे depend हो करके specific quantity of commodity stocks are being purchased by the financial institution. In future, depending upon the feature of that particular stock, depending upon the feature of that particular company, that is called as a feature market. Next is your foreign exchange market. Foreign exchange market, as we all know, it is a forex in a global, worldwide, decentralized financial market meant for trading for all the type of currencies, that is called to be as a foreign exchange market.